Hi, friends. Welcome to the Mobile Bev Pros podcast, a podcast dedicated to providing mobile bar and event professionals with the information they need to succeed. I'm your host, business coach, and founder of the Mobile Bar Academy, Sarah Murphy. In each episode, the Mobile Bev Pros team will bring you industry experts, information, anecdotes, and opinions with the goal of assisting you in building a profitable, sustainable, and successful business that supports you in creating wealth. I'm excited to share with you today's episode, so let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to the Mobile Bev Pros podcast. I have two very exciting announcements to make today, which is a good reason why it's been a couple weeks since I've dropped a new episode. We have big things moving on the back end here at Mobile Bev Pros. Hilariously, I recorded the entire episode just moments ago, only to realize I wasn't pressing record. So this is take two. Welcome to the show. The first announcement that I want to share with you, you've heard it here first, folks, is that we are getting the community back together again. It has been 2 years since we did a large conference-style event, and that happened for a number of reasons. One of which is that we wanted to try a more retreat-style event where we had fewer people, a bit more intimate, but went deeper on topics and also threw in some fun activities like spending a day at some cabanas, drinking margaritas, and getting to know each other in the pool. And I regret nothing because my time at Brew was life-changing and memorable. People keep telling me how much it impacted their business and their life, and it was absolutely magical. However, having said all of that, I find myself a little sad that I haven't been able to connect with some of the people that I came to really rely on seeing once a year. And I'm getting that feedback from the community too. Like, hey, when are we getting together again? I have people regularly being like, when's the next event? And I had been like, I don't know. I don't know what I want it to look like. I don't know what I want it to be. So in the meantime, I've talked to a ton of people about what do they love about the events, what would they like to see in the events, where would they like the events be, what would the topics be, et cetera, et cetera. And I am thrilled to share with you that I have collected some of the best, most amazing mobile bar owners to partner with me on executing this event in either January or February of 2026. So I know that's a really broad time frame, but the exact dates are going to really depend on the venue that we select, and we're still in that venue selection process. And anyone who has planned an event before knows that the venue is the hardest part and that everything just falls into place after that. And so stand by. I will have more information about that. But we have an amazing team of mobile bar owners with a variety of skill sets that are going to be behind making that happen. And as soon as we have more information, you will be the first to know here on the podcast as to what that information is, the exact dates, ticket pricing, etc. The only other piece of information that I have for you is that it will be in LA, Los Angeles, City of Angels, guaranteed to have much better weather in January and February than Nashville, Tennessee. I'm excited for it. It's been too long since I've seen so many of your beautiful faces. It's going to be such a good time. It will likely be structured differently than prior conferences in the fact that we take feedback. And in the past, people have said it was entirely too chock full with academic style learning and not enough space or time for networking, getting together, doing the whole cabana margarita pool thing. And so this next event will have a beautiful blend of community building opportunities, hands-on learning opportunities, as well as business education, which I know all three of those things are really important to people. And so we're going to have all of those things. The second thing that I want to share with everybody is that starting Monday, we are going to launch the first new product that I have launched in a couple of years. I'm very excited about it. I'm also very proud. I shared the program with a senior engineer for Facebook. He's on the super intelligence team, and he was very complimentary. And so I was pretty tickled about it because his whole responsibility for Facebook is to build out the apps. So he was impressed. Therefore, I am over the moon. But what does this app do, Sarah? Let me tell you. I have called this program the 75 Hard Mobile Bar Holiday Edition. And this whole program came about because every year around this time, I host something with the intention of helping people close out their year super strong. So last year, I did a webinar called the Kick-Ass Q4 webinar, and I gave an exact strategy on how to make sure that you have a $10,000 December. The year before that, I hosted like a small group mastermind for 3 months. It was like a 3-month sprint to make as much money as possible. And that group honestly was given the same strategy that I provided everybody in the webinar last year. But the difference was that people had way stronger results the year before when we were in a group setting than the webinar where I gave the strategy to people, and then largely people did nothing with the strategy. So over the past year, I've been doing a ton of research on how people learn, how people like to learn, what gets people amped and motivated and pulling things across the finish line. Because listen, the strategy for a solid holiday season is not rocket science. It's actually just a few things done daily with intention that get you noticed and get you paid. And I also noticed that a lot of times people are super busy executing in the fall. So September, October, they're like doing weddings, they're doing events. And then November comes around, things start to slow down, and they're like, oh shit, like we haven't been focusing on the holiday season at all. But by that point, it's too late. People have either booked out their mobile bar already, or they have decided to go with a venue that already has a bar or whatever, right? And so we want to get ahead of that, and we want to get in front of people early on. And if you've waited until your busy season has slowed down, then it is too late. So in comes the 75 Hard Mobile Bar Holiday Edition Challenge. The app I built to support this challenge is so incredible. Every day you'll log in and you'll have 5 tasks to complete. These tasks will take you anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes a day to complete. Now there will also be some weekly tasks and program tasks. So max, you'll be spending about 3 hours a week completing this challenge. If you can spend 3 hours a week on your business, on tasks that are guaranteed to get you booked, it'll change everything about the results that you produce in Q4. The app itself will have daily tasks, which you check off as you complete, which will then log your progress through the program. You'll have a daily metric submission form. You can do that daily or however often you want, but it'll give you credit for every lead that you get, every booking that you get, and every dollar in revenue that you book during the program. And then there's a leaderboard so that you can see how you're stacked against other people. We have a community, so you can be like, Sarah, you are crushing your sales. What are you doing? How are you doing this? Exactly what are you saying? What's your script? Who have you found the most amount of success reaching out to? In addition to these daily tasks, we'll also have a resource section with step-by-step strategies to implement these tasks in a way that gets you results. We'll suggest who to reach out to. We'll suggest how and what to say. We'll suggest what your follow-up should look like. We'll suggest what type of events you should be attending and what you should be saying to people at these events so that they know that you have a holiday offer. We'll suggest how to craft a holiday offer. So we're going to have all of these playbooks directly within the challenge. We'll have a leaderboard that will keep you motivated by seeing the success of others who are also implementing the tasks. You'll have a record of all the things that you've accomplished and the things that are coming up to create the most amount of success in the program. And you'll have a community to share your wins with, ask for feedback, get support, stay motivated, see what works, and be inspired for 75 days. If you're listening to this prior to August 31st, I'll have the link in the show notes. There is a discount code for $150 off the challenge. One of the perks of being a Mobile Bar Academy member is that if you are a currently actively enrolled paid member, if you access the Academy dashboard, there will be a discount code for 50% off the 75 Hard Challenge. I'm so excited for this. Never before have I had a way of measuring the impact or the success of these strategies other than secondhand feedback. Some of our most successful mobile bar results have come from this strategy. We've had people make $50,000 in 3 months. We've had people make $80,000 in 3 months, focusing on the action items that are within this challenge. And so who knows what's possible for you? I can't wait to see how much success is created by the 75-day sprint. So if this excites you as much as it excites me, head on over to the show notes or go and visit 75hardmobilebevpros.com and hop in the program. If you hop in before September 8th, which is when the program will go officially live and we'll start doing our daily tasks, you can access the onboarding tasks and a number of the resources to help you execute the onboarding tasks and prepare for the other tasks when we go live. If you choose to wait until September 8th, that's okay too, but if you get in there early, it means you'll have more time to get some of that onboarding work prepped and ready so that you are good to go start day one. If you have any questions about any of this, or if you're like, I can't wait to gather in 2026 with everyone, if you have any suggestions, things that you want to see, if you have any contacts or individuals or companies that want to sponsor any part of it, reach out. hello@mobilebevpros.com. It comes directly to me. We have so much momentum and reasons to be excited over the next couple of months. And I will do my best to keep everyone up to date as these things go live and as I have more information. Thanks for joining me for this tiny little mini episode of the Mobile Bev Pros podcast. And that wraps up today's episode. I would love to hear from you what you thought. You can drop me a line at hello@mobilebevpros.com or find me on Instagram @mobilebevpros. If you're looking for more valuable mobile bar related content, we have a website full of it. You can find us at www.mobilebevpros.com. And I'd love to see you in our Facebook community, also by the name of, you guessed it, Mobile Bev Pros. Thank you for joining me today. And until next time, cheers.